My name's Paul Monaghan. I'm a founding director of Alfred Hall Monaghan Morris. Today at WAF I've been presenting a project called 1 Victoria Street, which is in the future offices category. So 1 Victoria Street is a huge office building. It's about 400,000 square feet. It's on the site of an existing government building, the Department of Trade and Industry, and it's a 1960s building which we have partially demolished to rebuild and make a much more contemporary office building. And I think the ideas really were to try and be as, I suppose, carbon friendly as possible. So we are keeping the whole basement of the building, trying to reuse and recycle lots of materials in the building that we're demolishing above and create a state-of-the-art office building for the 21st century. There are several design challenges we need to overcome. One of them was the facade of the building to make it as light as possible, which therefore makes the structure lighter, and in doing so, it's much more or less carbon intensive. So what we used in this was a new product called ultra high density concrete. These concrete panels are clad in offcuts of stone, which give us a stone facade for a much cheaper price and about half the carbon intensity of a typical facade. The reason it was WAF-nominated, I guess that it's probably going to be one of the biggest office buildings built in London in the next few years. It's right next to Westminster Abbey and the House of Parliament, so it's an incredibly sensitive site. And I think it's an inventive way of being sustainable, I think, are the three reasons it would have been nominated. A responsible global practice has a number of challenges, but I think from our point of view, the most important thing is looking after the people who work with us. So there's 450 people. We want to make sure those people have proper career structures and have their ambitions fulfilled within the work and feel like they're doing something important in terms of architecture, whether it be the innovation in a project or the social value a project brings. We have a strong mentoring process within the practice so that we make sure people are looked after. So I think trying to train people in that way where they feel supported is incredibly important, because once you've supported them, you can start to see how skillful they are and then they can fly. What would the top 3 tips be for someone doing crits? I think being prepared is number 1. Often when you're doing a crit, you're very tired, and if you're not prepared, it comes across. Being quick, people always talk too long. What's great about WAF, you get 10 minutes, and at 10 minutes you get cut off. There's no messing around. How you present the work, trying to reveal a project bit by bit so that you slowly, I suppose, pick off the layers to get to the key element. So trying to make sure you know what your bigger idea is and trying to present it well. So they'd be my 3, and try and stay calm. I'm trying to think of a piece of advice I'd have given myself when I was, I suppose, early on. I mean, what we always did, and I'd still say this, is going to lectures and understanding the architecture scene and trying to get to know other architects of your age group was really important to me. Community feedback is something that for the last 20 years has grown and grown and grown, and its importance. Some of the buildings we did early on were schools where you're consulting or working with all the teachers, you're working with the parents, you're working with local community. So I suppose it was always inherent in our projects early on. So we use models, we use questionnaires that ask people simple questions, but also taking time to listen to people. Quite often they're quite shy in those consultations, but actually sitting down and not being in a rush for them to finish. And I think also, giving them real respect. And I think a lot of those projects, when you've done that, they are incredibly successful and mean so much more to the local community.